Sag. This is your March forecast for 2014. My name is Audrey, Alison, and I'm sorry I had to take this indoors today. There was a lot of activity outside and it was getting super distracting. So I am in the living room, but it's a little bit darker. So bear with me through this little change here and we'll see how it goes. So starting off the month, there is a plethora of activity going on in March, and some major hitters are going retrograde and direct. So we start off with Mercury going direct, which is super positive for March, yay. And we have a new moon on the 1st, on March 1st at 10 degrees Pisces, and this is in your 4th house of home and family. So you could find that you want to focus your intentions on a new environment or switching up the home or the family or the people or the players inside the home. It'd be a good time right at the top of the month to implement that and to focus your intentions on that area in the 4th house. Also on the 1st, we have Mars going retrograde, the planet of aggression and anger, but direction and action and energy is going retrograde, 27 degrees Libra. This is in your 11th house of friendships and groups and organizations. So you might find that you have less energy to deal with social gatherings in the month of March. You could find that you're depleted of energy a little bit with extending a helping hand to friendships or always being there for them. You might want to pull back some this month because Mars retrograde really leaves you depleted, or at least lacks the energy in the house that it's focused on, and that's your 11th house of clubs and friendships and groups. And the 11th house is also dreams and goals, okay? So with Mars retrograde, you might not have a lot of energy to execute what you need to execute in order for your goals to come into fruition. So you might want to rest in March, Sagittarius, because you are used to being on the go as the fire sign that you are, but you'll find that you just need to kick back and trust your body on this one. When you need sleep, get it. On the 2nd of March, Saturn, the curmudgeon grandfather planet, goes retrograde 23 degrees Scorpio in your 12th house. Saturn is... I keep calling Saturn a buzzkill because he doesn't like to party. He likes to restructure, constrict, reconstruct, and be restrictive. He wants to rearrange in the best possible way the house that he touches. And this is your spirituality and your psychic ability. So what's interesting is that Saturn being in the 12th retrograde could mean that by the time he goes direct in a couple months, you are extremely in tune with your spiritual self, with your dreams and manifestations, with your psychic abilities, with your spiritual creative endeavors. This will be the time to draw inward in March, and instead of executing plans, just think about them and meditate on them for the month of March. This is more of a chilled out month for Sag than usual in March, and take advantage of it because there's a lot of action later in the year for you. On the 5th of March, Venus, the planet of love and money, goes into Aquarius in your 3rd house of communications. So this is a good thing. You'll be able to easily express, communicate, write, study, locally travel. In regards to love, you'll be able to express your feelings. It'll be a good time to send your significant other cards and write out poems and things like that. But if you're not in a relationship, Venus in your 3rd could make it so you'll be easily speaking about being in a relationship. Not as easily as I'm speaking right now, having my ruling planet retrograde. I'm like, and like tripping over my own tongue half the time in these forecasts especially. So I'm sorry about that. But also Venus having to do with money. If you're looking for investors or how to grow the finances right now, you'll find luck in the communication sector or in how you're communicating, getting that or achieving that. You'll be able to speak about it easily and draw in attraction for that, because Venus attracts a lot of energy and she's very persuasive and sensual. So you'll find that the right people are there at the right time. From the 5th of March through the 5th of April, Venus will be in your 3rd house and direct. On the 6th of March, Jupiter goes direct, and Jupiter's been in Cancer since July, but Jupiter goes direct 10 degrees Cancer in your 8th house of sex and other people's resources and transformation and regeneration and birth, rebirth, death. The cycle of life is the 8th house. So this planet, Jupiter, of luck and abundance and growth and expansion, is in a house where, if you're interested in expanding on your sex life, if you're interested in investors investing in something of your business, or if you're interested in sharing your resources in some type of practical way, this could really, Jupiter will assist you for the remaining 4 months it's in, or 5 months it's in that house. On March 16th, we have a full moon, 26 degrees Virgo, and this is in your 10th house of career and social status and stature and fame and where you see yourself as your career. A full moon in Virgo for you is another peaceful time. This month is very introverted for a Sagittarius. I'm not sure how you're going to feel about that, but I think it's good to have downtime and to rest whenever you have planetary aspects suggesting you do so. It's beneficial to you and to your mind, body, and soul. On St. Patrick's Day, on the 17th, Mercury goes into Pisces. Pisces is another mutable astrological sign, like you are, Sagittarius, and this is in your 4th house of home and family and foundation. So Mercury, the planet of communication and intellect and the mind and study and local travel, going into another mutable sign, is a great placement for you in regards to your home. You could find that you might have people coming in and out of the house, new additions to the family in and out, communication about the home, not rearranging, communication about the home, also thinking about where you might want to either relocate or changes you might want to make for the home. But just March isn't the month to implement them. It's too, I mean, you could do what you'd like. You have free will, obviously. You just might have some difficulty with the planets retrograde, and remodeling at this time might not be the best idea. Also, the sun on March 20th, happy spring, or in the southern hemisphere, happy autumnal equinox. The sun going into Aries, like it does every 20th of March, will activate your 5th house, Sag, of romance and children and creativity. So this is a very positive, illuminating aspect. Having the sun shining here for you is a beautiful thing. And your 5th house, you'll notice for the full month the sun is in that, you will want to be more creative, spend more time with your children. If you don't have children, you just want a fun, loving attitude. I feel like you could have some really good adventures with the sun in Aries, a compatible fire sign like yourself. So you like that expression. And we also have a new moon at 9 degrees Aries on the 30th of March. So the last 2 weeks are activating your 5th house. And Sag, you need that, because this was a little too deep in the beginning, a little too stifling with Saturn retrograde in that 12th and Mars retrograding in your 11th. Now you have some expression and some fun in the 5th house of romance and childlike behavior. So these are positive aspects from the 20th on. And I think you'll really like the sun and the moon activating this 5th house. Let's pull some cards for you and see what they say for the month of March. Okay, I have the Ace of Swords. This is wisdom, a good idea, the pursuit of happiness. Also, the swords are representative of air signs and Mercury, and they mean the mind and the intellect. And you have a lot of activation going inward this month, and especially the first half, the top half of the month. So I think that this card will be bringing, the month and the planetary aspects will be bringing ideas to you, good ideas. It's just a matter of taking action upon them when Mars is actually direct, which is not in March. So we'll have to wait on that because Mars is actually retrograde for a few months. Let's see what else I get. 2 cards. Okay, the first one, I love this. This is the 9 of Coins. This is prosperity, health, and well-being. Bountiful coins coming to fruition. So we like this. And you have a lot of 8th house activation. So if you're actually looking for other people's resources to invest in a project or a business idea, I feel like you'll have luck with that 8th house this month, Sagittarius. So when Mercury is readily communicating for you now that he is direct, this is the month to ask for shared investors. I feel like you'll have success there. And I also pulled, I got a lot of coins going on for you guys. The 10 of Coins, this guy is a little bit selfish with his money though, okay? He's seeing nothing but finance. So you might want to take some of this spiritual advice. Well, Saturn's going to see to it that you do, because Saturn retrograde in your 12th is going to make you just as spiritual as you are financially interested or focused. I think that pulling all these coins for you, it really has to do with the 2nd and the 8th house. I think you're going to have luck with resources, tax settlements and inheritance, and even legal cases or settlements could be coming to fruition at this time. It's really a month for you to sit back and witness what's coming in, and then your energy for expending these things happens next month in April. It's a quieter month for you, especially the first 17 to 20 days. Well, Sag, that is your March forecast. My name is Audrey Alison, and if you'd like a reading with me, you could find me at audreyallison.com. I'm also on Facebook at Audrey Allison Astrology and Tarot. I hope you have a beautiful March, and I will see you next April. Thanks. Have a sweet day.